As I mentioned in last week's episode, I continue the timber work with sanding and painting more bulkheads, and I start to permanently install the V-berth framing.
Seems to be a problem, not sure what it is.
I use an orbital sander with 120 grit paper and only applying light pressure on the hoop pine in order to just remove the superficial layer and expose a fresh and clean surface. This is easy work and also enjoyable, especially when doing large pieces, because I know that a lot is being done to contribute to Mistress's fit out.
Well, I was actually a little bit worried about how this was going to come out, and as you saw, I've been sanding that this morning, working on that, getting it to look good, because this is one of the very few and certainly the largest of the plywood or bulkheads, basically furniture, that's going to be left clear finished. So the majority of the ply is actually going to be painted white. I just didn't really want that heavy timber look throughout. It's going to be accentuated by some timber that's clear finished for sure, especially the rosewood, the New Guinea rosewood. So some of the ply will be clear finished and left as a bit of a feature. This one is the main one, and this is actually quite an important bulkhead, this one, for lots of reasons. It's the largest. It basically separates the whole V-berth up forward to the rest of the boat, and it's going to be clear finished, and being the largest, it's just the biggest of all the jobs that I'm going to be doing with regards to the ply. So I've given it the first coat of boat coat with the additive, the preservative additive. It's actually come up all right. I'm quite pleased. Let's have a look. Possibly a little tricky to see. And as I pointed out before, this is not the end of it. It needs to come out another 700 odd mil that way down below, and also out this way. From this point it needs to come out and then taper down. And those pieces are all cut and ready to go. They're next on the list to be prepared and coated. So what I'm doing here is these wedge-shaped battens for the V-berth are all painted up now. They look fantastic. You can see the shine on that. So what I'm doing is just roughening up the surface that's going to be adhering to the steel beam so that the Fixtech has a good bonding surface. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll do that to everything, then I'll start assembling all of this. I have been really looking forward to this. One down, 4 to go. So next on the list is putting in the little stump posts to support the frame going athwartships. So I'll use the trusty Fixtech again, the adhesive sealant, put a little bit on the bottom. They sit like this, there's 5 of those, and those beams will be next to go in. Seems to be a problem, not sure what it is. I need to solve that. So the problem was, I had them up the wrong way, upside down. I did check before, but for whatever reason, these things happen to the best of us, eh? Okay, well that's looking pretty good. It's coming together. Even though it's not going to be seen, I'm very, very pleased with how shiny and nice that timber comes up, that rosewood with the boat coat epoxy. Protects it incredibly and it really does look great. So wait for the bulkhead.
in the next episode.
So I'm not long back from work yet again.
And I come back to many things ready to continue on with. Love it.
Cut out here, here and here. That's where the framing is going through.